Bezrat Hashem, in this time, a lot of people praying for Eretz Israel, for the hostages, also for people that are sick. Sometimes we forget to pray for those who need refuah shelema. So we'll say an halacha regarding praying for sick people. This is something that happens very often. You get a WhatsApp message, please pray for Ploni Almoni. He is in a surgery, he needs rachamim, say shir lama'alot, and stuff like that. Someone asked me, there is an obligation if you open the message to pray for that person, or there's no obligation? Interesting question. I already opened the message. You see a Jew that needs refuah shlema, he needs prayers. You saw it, and you just want to skip it. Is that allowed or not allowed? Be'emet, I saw a long time ago, I don't remember where, but one of the poskim say it could be that it's a problem of al ta'amod al dam re'echa. It's a problem that a Jew needs help, and you're aware that he needs help, and you can also help him by praying, and you don't do that, it's not good. And chaz v'shalom, sometimes midah keneged midah, measure on measure. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you don't care about other Jews when you're going to be sick, chaz v'shalom. So maybe you can get the same from others. That's why, Rabotai, if you get a message, and some people get a lot of messages, you don't have to say shir lama'alot, yoshev b'seter elyon, and all those pirkei teilim. That's not a must. If you have time, tavo alecha bracha. But at least you saw a name of someone that needs rachamim. Rachel bat Simcha. So just say, Rachel bat Simcha refuah shelem. Then continue your day. But show the love to the Jewish nation. Feel what the Gemara say, what the Torah say, ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, that you should feel that every person from the Jewish nation is mamash like you or like your brother. If it was your brother, chas v'shalom, that was sick, you would stop and pray a little bit. So the same is here. That's first. Now, it's the second question. When we say bracha, prayer for someone, do we need to use the name of the mother or the name of the father? Or do we need to use a name at all? If, let's say, I don't remember the name of that person, what should I do? So Be'emet, the Ben Ish Chai in Shu Torah Lishma, he has a very interesting question. It's a very long, not very long, but to Shu Torah Lishma it's considered long because everything there is very short. That he talks about praying for other people. And he said that in every prayer, doesn't matter what, if it's for refuah shelema, if it's for parnasat tova, if it's for anything, for any prayer, you should say the name of the mother of the person. And he gives two reasons why we say the name of the mother and not the name of the father. First reason, he say that when a person needs rachamim, a person needs prayers, it means he is in a problem. He has a problem. So anything we can say good about him will help. Say the Ben Ish Chai, who has more averot? Who has more sins? Ladies or men? Say the Ben Ish Chai, men has more averot. And why? Not because ladies are better, because man has two obligations that most men don't handle those obligations. What are those? Learning Torah. A man is obligated, Ve'agita bo yomam v'lala. You have to learn Torah any free time you have, technically. And when you don't do that, so you have a certain judgment on you, a din. You don't fulfill what you need to fulfill. Again, I'm not saying that you can't spend time with your family. This is also considered as part of life. But sometimes we waste our time, especially in this time that we watch news all the time. We waste our time and we do bitul Torah. We don't learn Torah. So he says, because men usually have this sin, if you will say the name of the father, it will work less. Because the father for sure has more sins. And we want to pray for someone, we need more zchut, we need more merit, so it's better you say the name of the mother. And same thing, says the Ben Ish Chai, is another avera, another sin that men usually do and women don't have it so much. It's pgam habrit. Zera levatala. So, because of that, he says, say the name of the mother, the prayer will work better. And that's why the minhag of Sfaradim everywhere, we always say, in every bracha, mi sheberach, refuah shelema, whatever bracha you say the name of the mother. There's only one exception. Though we say the name of the father, it's when a person goes to the Torah. Ya'ale Moshe ben Avram. We don't say Moshe ben Sarah. And why is that? Because here we don't say any bracha for him. We don't bless him. We want him to go to the Torah. And going to the Torah, we have to say his yichus. Yichus is like what family he comes from. Back in the days, they didn't have a last name. They didn't have Moshe Chaim. They had Moshe ben Yakobov or ben Chaim. After a while, there was a big Chaim, and they make from Chaim Chaimov, and then there's a last name. But Be'emet, everybody was, that's how people used to know each other. Moshe, the son of Yaakov. So, to know the Yechus, who is coming to the Torah, from what family, you say also the name of the father, because usually family goes by the father, not by the mother. But bracha, if you want to give someone a blessing, you better say the name of the mother. Now, if you said by mistake, you don't remember the name of the mother of the person. You want to say refuah shlema for Moshe ben Sarah, but you don't remember that his mother is Sarah. But you know the name of the father. You should say the name of the father. It's also fine. Now, if you don't know the name of the father and you don't know the name of the mother, what do you do? Huh?
Sarah Yemenu.
Yafe. So the minhag is to say Sarah, because Sarah, she was the mother of all of us. So you don't remember this Avram, you don't know what is mother's name. Say Ben Sarah, means Sarah Imenu. That's also work. And why does that work? Because Be'emet, really, when you give a bracha, it goes by your intention. And I'll prove you. There's a Gemara, I think it's in Masechet Brachot. The Gemara says that we learned something from Moshe Rabbeinu's prayer on Miriam. When Miriam got sick, Moshe, her brother, was praying for her. What was the prayer? El na refana la. Say Hachamim, he should say El na refa na le Miriam bat Yocheved. Why don't you mention her name? Maze la? Who is la? Her. Give her refuah shlema. But why don't you say her name? So from here we see, Be'emet, the intention is what's important. If you have in mind someone and you pray for him without saying his name, the prayer works. That's the most important, what you have in mind. But we say also the name, sometimes it's better because then we have more kavanah on that person. But it's not something that you have to do. That's why when we say bracha in Shabbat, when we open the Echal, I say you should have in mind those people that are sick. You don't have to say them. If you want to say them, ma tov u'ma. However, the Gemara there say something very interesting. They say that Moshe Rabbeinu purposely didn't say the name of Miriam. Because sometimes it's not good for the person to say his name. So then the poskim, they bring, but they say, well, the minhag is to say the name. So I saw the poskim says halacha l'maaseh like this. If you want to pray for someone, if that person is located in the same room, here, he is here, like Miriam, she was there, don't mention his name. But if that person is not here, you can mention his name, and you should mention his name, and this is the right way to do so. So for example, if you say bracha refuah shlema for your father, and your father is here, don't mention his name. Just say to him and have it in mind. But if your father is not here, you can mention his name, Moshe ben Yaakov, and then the bracha will work in the best way. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.